How's everybody doing? Welcome back to Ask That Podcast on YouTube. Got an issue of Wizard. It's number 25, September of 1993. So, what's that mean? Came out in July. Came out on my birthday. How old was I in 93? Oh, I was old. Alright, Jim Lee, Beyond Deathloop. Frank Miller, Born Again. Clive Barker, The Birth of the Barkerverse. The Guide to Comics. That's Deathloop, which was basically Jim Lee going, hey, I want to draw like Frank Miller does on Sin City. And it turned out to be a good series. I've read a handful of the issues here and there. And it turned out to be a lot better than you expected. And also, not only that, but Alan Moore, Alan Moore worked on it for a while. Oh, check this out. Oh my God, I didn't realize I was 93. Too bad his foot was out of bounds. Mutant League Football. I'm not a sports game guy. Original Nintendo era, I'd play Baseball Stars. It was entertaining. I didn't play any other sports game like that. But my Genesis, there was two sports games I loved and had to own. And that was Mutant League Football, which is basically a horror version of Madden. And I don't know why they haven't redone it. And NBA Jam. All right, let's see what we got. Q-Unit. Boy, Harris hyped the fuck out of this series and one issue came out. Then we got a nice big ad for the X-Men by Quesada and Palmiotti. We got Wolverine 75. Has the bravest of the X-Men really lost his backbone? Find out in this special 48-page anniversary issue. It features a savage Wolverine hologram that just explodes from the cover, and probably like a $5 cover price. Excalibur 71. A bold new era as Excalibur permanently joins X-Men continuity. A dynamic Nightcrawler hologram wraps up an incredible wraparound cover. Story by Scott Lobdell. Wolverine Killing. X-Force 28. X-Men Ghost Rider trade paperback. And Masterworks 24, which would be that. By then, they're doing the Claremont Byrne issues. Okay. Oh, shit. Team Youngblood. Rob Liefeld. Eric Stevenson. Chap Yap. And Ratman. Mitch Ratman, I think. But Chap Yap. I love that name. Chap Yap. Oh, it's a Chap Yap. Then we got some art here. And this is Chap Yap and Ratman. We got Masada. Cougar. And that's it. Oh, Garrett Sheamus and Crystal, the wizard booth babe. And then we got the magic words, which of course is their letter pay. Oh, Sentinel. I love what ends up happening to Sentinel on the Judgment Day. Dutch. I like this. Ask the wizard, can Wolverine die of old age? Old age, maybe. Overexposure, definitely. How does Pitt get snot out of his body if he has no nose? Even if he had a nose, how would he pick it with those monster claws of his? Anyway, to answer your question, he probably just hawks a lot of loogies. Oh shit. Uh-oh, Stefan Damian, I found your comic, buddy. Premiere edition of Team Anarchy. Yes, from Dagger Comics. Just when you thought comics couldn't sink any lower, there's Dagger. I've never read anything from Dagger, but I really want to. They just look horrible. Look at this artwork, man. Oh, God. Wizard News. Image drops. Shaman's Tears, Tribe, and 3 others. Stupid. Shaman's Tears, Treacher, Tribe, and Wildstar. Wildstar was not dropped. Wildstar's miniseries finished. And Shaman's Tears was not dropped. It finished. Image Comics, concerned with the synergy between these characters and the direction of its universe, and some by criticism over the continual lateness of delivery of its products, has dropped 5 of its newer titles. Valiant Vision. That's the glasses you put on if the comics were done in Valiant Vision. They really popped. They were like 3D-ish, but it worked on almost any comic, and they gave you massive headaches. Comic Book Rebels. That was neat. Mass Exodus. But much more of the X creators leaving. Zen. Shizm returns with Brewhead. I'm sorry, I had a pinup. Appeared in Brewhead. Sega gets a rating system. Konami releases new games. Sunsoft going daffy. Super. Here we go. Late breaking news. Continuity. Scheduled to be out in August or September. Continuity t-shirts done by Comic Images. Oh, that's kind of neat. Dark Horse, Defiant, Image, Malibu. Most of these don't exist anymore. Marvel tops and Valiant. Superman is back. The never-ending battle rages on August after he died. $30 for a year of Wizard. And I subscribed for many years. Youngblood, Bloodshot, Deathmate Red. Yeah, Deathmate Red. That came out after the last issue of the miniseries that it was supposed to come out before. Taking a detour. Jim Lee's work on Deathblood is leading him in new directions. Yeah, picture Jim Lee as a little kid. Yeah, Lee, You ever going to finish All-Star Batman and Robin the Boy Wonder? Of course not. You got paid for it. Why should you work on it? You had Degenerate Gambler. And that's based on many people talking about how Jim Lee loves to gamble. A devilish move, Dan Chichester and Scott McDaniel are men without fear regarding the changes they made in Daredevil. This is back when they were changing Daredevil suit a little bit. I kind of like this. It's not the all red. You know, it's got some black in it, the little spikes and the batons. It was a neat idea. I don't think it lasted long. Superheroes from the Mina Claw Barker Razor line. Best known nowadays, the Wachowskis that did The Matrix. One of them worked on one of these books. I don't remember which one anymore. And Saint Sinner got a movie. Get your super snazzy X-Men neckties. A silk necktie for $60. Only 4,000 produced. I don't give a fuck there's only 4,000 produced. I ain't paying that much. And then we get the 50 greatest comic slugfest of all time. Number 1, Hulk vs. Fantastic Four from FF12. Number 2, Human Torch Golden Age vs. Submariner. Superman vs. Muhammad Ali. It's kind of neat. Superman vs. Lobo. Kid Miracle Man vs. Miracle Man. I think that's the first non-Marvel DC one in here. It is. That's kind of neat. It's either the non-Marvel, non-DC. A lot of Hulk. I don't see anymore. Lobo versus Captain Marvel. Oh, sweet. I have to see. Here we go. Madness versus Rye. Bloodlines. Trading cards, because we got to get as much money out of our fans while we can. Wolverine versus Hulk from Hulk 181. Super Patriot. Super Patriot is an interesting character from Eric Larson. I like this. JLA versus Avengers. Unpublished. Yes, this is back before they finally went back and redid this series. And I don't know how many people know this, but most of this series was completed back in the day, and they kind of got bumped for various reasons. It was George Perez artwork, and Rob Liefeld owned, or at least at one time owned, most of the artwork. He bought it at conventions and shit. Union. Okay, and then we got the amazing art, and this is Wizard cover. We got Bloodshot here. He came in. He won a Valiant Gold Eternal Warrior number 1. This one won a Silver Foil Wizard number 25. Won a Gold Foil Brigade number 1 for Zealot and Grifter. Platinum Superman 75 for a nice demon. Gold Venom number 1. Oh, I like this Conan. Warriors of Plasm from Defiant. Hey, it's Deadpool before he became overexposed. Wolverine versus Sabretooth. Shadowhawk. Leonardo Wizzy. This is my book now. Hey, nice Venom. Oh, look at this really gory Wolverine versus Galactus. That's Death Blow. And the only reason I know is because it says there, but look at this. Faust. From a 16-year-old doing a Faust cover. That my kind of hero. You create your hero sentiment, and there's a lot of crap about Suicide, Black Viper, and Shadow Fist. Shadow Fist actually got good art. Rest of these, the Hunk and Babe of the Month. Yes, they did this shit. Silver Surfer, Silver Sable, that. Introducing Majestic Entertainment's Legacy Zero. Intercollectible comic cards and books from top artists and writers. 126 story cards, 10 character cards, 7 information cards, 5 card, a comic in progress set, special 9-card subset, created by Dan Lawless, penciler, Doctor Strange, Legion of Superheroes, Stan Walk, inker, Swamp Thing, Doom Patrol, Airboy, Black Warrior, Fred Schiller, writer, Amazing Spider-Man Annual, Speed Racer, Paul Mounts colors, Youngblood, and X-Man cards. Watch for Majestic at the major comic shows. This was an interesting idea. Nothing really came of it. A couple of issues, that's it. Jim Lee, Brandon Choi, Scott Williams, Joe Chiodo, Mark Hessler. Wildcats, Covert Action Teams, number 5. Wildcats had their own fucking cartoon. Yeah. Wildcats and Brute and Bays, a Bart Sears, drawing powerful legs. Bart Sears ain't the best artist, but he details. Okay, the poster is missing. Prophet. Second Life of Dr. Mirage. Interesting series. Bernard Chang, who's become a fairly decent name now. That's one of his earlier. Life of Crime and Sin. Patrick Daniel, and this is talking to Frank Miller. Daredevil, Sin City. Back before people were hating on Frank Miller for shit he's been doing for years and years and years. They just finally realized it. And I think it's the generation of people younger than me. They want to be offended by everything. It feels like it. It's like, oh my God, Frank Miller is a piece of shit. Wanted, a few fearless men. High pay for high risk. 1 year minimum commitment. Required special skills mandatory. Call Striker 123-555-4624. They passed the interview. Now will they pass the test? Blood Bow, Tempest. Black Anvil, Killraiser. Codename Strike Force. What am I bid for? Sotheby's brings in nearly 1.35 million. Brings in nearly 1.35 million during a one-day auction of comic books and comic art. Oh shit! This Carl Barks paint. Look at that. Carl Barks is, best known for doing his work on Uncle Scrooge. We got Amazing Fantasy 15 and Fantastic Four #1. Heavy Hitters 2, the second round. Sax and Violins by Peter David and George Perez. Warman by Chuck Dixon and Juan Zanato. I don't remember now. Bratz Bazaar. I actually got a couple of issues of this. Pat Mills, Tony Skinner, and Duke Mighton. Dragon Lines 2 by Peter Quinones and Ron Lim. Law Dog versus Grimrod. Jugger Grimrod. Chuck Dixon. Terrorist. Pat Mills again. Alien Legion Binary Deep. Chuck Dixon. Heavy Hitters Annual. Birth of the Barkerverse. The man known for horror fantasy novels brings the weirdness to the superhero genre. This is one of those, it was a great idea. I wish Barker was more connected to it. Exiles! Oh my God, Steve Gerber. This was the Malibu Ultraverse title that was created to fail. They knew there was only going to be 4 issues. They solicited more to fool people because they kill them all off in issue 4 or something like this. It's a neat little idea. Pissed off a lot of comic shops though. Teen Scenes. Titanic changes are in store for Teen Titans and New Titans. Teen Titans was basically a team of Titans from the future coming back to prevent something from happening. It was the first comic I know of where not only did they have different covers, but each cover had a different 8-page segment in it. So you had to buy like 4 copies of the fucking comic to get, it was a backup sort of to get everything. It's like, motherfucker. Oh! Milestone Trading. Look, there's Arsenal. That's Speedy. Green Arrow's little sidekick. Batman 500 with Azrael as Batman. Jericho getting stabbed by his father to prevent some shit happening. That's how Starfire is supposed to look, motherfuckers. Not like the live action show. Not like any of the cartoons. That's how she's supposed to look. Ugh. Changeling. A Most Wanted Man. Mike Manley has a full slate of assignments led by his new job as Batman artist. This uncensored version of the cover to Wizard 24 shows the complete Quesada design that Manley must work from. Okay. Jim Lee's Skycats from Skybox. Oh, they're Pogs. Nice Punisher art there. The Wizard Fan Awards. I voted in them pretty much every year. Hey, this is before Andy Mangle's Hollywood Heroes Left. This is Lois and Clark Adventure Superman. We've got Terry Hatcher and Dean Cain in the spotlight. We got Time Tracks. Babylon 5, $1 million an episode. These guys should have better haircuts. All things have evolved in order to survive. Have to evolve in order to survive. Great athletes weren't born great. They had to work harder than the next guy to grow into stars they are today. They know that someday someone will work harder and take their place. The days of pow and bam are all over. Today's evolved comics are faster and stronger than the ones that came before them. Introducing a fully evolved comic book company, Malibu Comics. Ultraverse. Anything else is still Knuckle Dragon. Barry. Windsor. Smith. Malibu Comics is proud to announce that Barry Windsor Smith has joined the Ultraverse. Welcome to the club. They list all the creators. All the old 70s Spider-Man live-action show, which I think at this time was... Yeah, it's Sci-Fi Channel show. Hey, look, here we go. The never-released Fantastic Four movie. Yes, it was never released officially. Then we got our big Marvel double pay. Transformers Generation 2 #1. That actually is kind of hard to come by. Pinhead versus Martial Law. Nomad. Biker Mice from Mars. Tragedy Strikes and Joy Abounds. Oh, they're talking about mini comics. Yummy Fur, Dirty Plot. Okay, and there's recommended reading Thomas Pickle, Sin, Reactor Girl, Way Out Strips, Cheeseheads. Yeah. Wizard Contest 25. These are always kind of, you enter the contest, you can win some neat stuff. I never entered them. The Comic Book Intelligent Quotient. How well did you fare? 0 to 6, right? Okay. This month we're rating you on the most painful scenes in movie history. Guy gets head crushed in elevator shaft, The Fly Part 2. 7 to 13. Guy gets Achilles tendon cut by demonic kid, Pet Cemetery. 14 to 22. Khan puts slimy bugs in Chekhov's ear. They proceed to burrow into his head, Star Trek 2. 23 to 29. Guy gets both ankles broke by Crazy Chick, Misery. 30. Scratchy gets tail caught in escalator, has flesh pulled off. And these were, I usually did okay on these. Casting call, calling all superheroes to find and searching for 7 good guys and gals to be the good guys. A new team of superheroes debuting in their own defiant comic book and trading card set in November of 93. To enter, fill out the entry below and submit a recent clear color headshot of yourself in one of the following 2 items. A typewritten or neatly hand-printed double-page space essay of 100 words or less telling Jim Shooter and Define about the superhero that you are and nobody else could be. Or 1 comic book size page of art in a series of panels try to show us about you. Okay, and you win $1,000 on a ship. Good Guys was a neat little comic. Cruising with Hot Wheels, Matchbox cars, Pit Statue. And these are custom created figures. Bane, Kingpin, and the Max. Wizard of Cards, Tops, Hot with Deathmate, the Max, and Ren and Stimpy. Motherfucking Pogs. Card price guide. It is Wizard the guide to price guides. Good and cheap. Good reading comics that you still pick up for cheap. Amazing Spider-Man, 231 and 232. Writer Roger Stern. Artist John Romita Jr. He's actually not a junior. Him and his dad do not have the same middle name, but he's John Romita Jr. And Jim Mooney. Current total value $10. For our money, these 2 issues have the archetypical Spider-Man story that combines action and humor along with the trials and tribulations of Peter Parker. This 2-issue story starts off with the Cobra who believes an informant is selling him out to reporter Ned Leeds and tries to kill both of them. Spidey saves the day just in time for the nefarious Mr. Hyde to show up looking for Cobra's head. Believed dead, Hyde blames his ex-partner Cobra for leaving him to rot in prison. I remember reading that. When did that come out? 60 cents? Okay, that's probably in the 80s. Weird Mystery Tales #1. Now, these are comic watch. These are books they think are going to be hot. Uncredited, Jack Kirby. Writer uncredited, unknown. Published July, August 1972. On the imaginary list of titles that we thought would never grace the comic watch, Weird Mystery Tales bottom out the list with Devil Dinosaur and Act the Barbarian being close seconds. Anyway, what makes us sit up and go, about this comic is that it houses the first appearance of Destiny, one of those cheery, endless fellows that Neil Gaiman has made so popular. In this setting, Destiny introduced several stories similar to Crypt Keeper, but doesn't do much more than just stand there. Though not one of the most impressive first appearances, Weird Mystery Tales #1 is the earliest appearance of any of the Endless in existence, and is definitely worth a once-over. Given the scarcity of this book and the difficulty of finding one in decent shape, expect its popularity to soar once word really gets out. For another early Destiny appearance, check out Superman 352 where the Big D meets the Big S. And then, of course, it's Wizard. They got to pump Valiant. I always wondered if they had a kind of connection with Valiant. Madness Robot Fighter #3. Art Nichols is the artist, Jim Shooter's the writer. Published by Valiant. Released 91 of August. August 91. We're pretty sure that one way or another, everything that Valiant has ever printed, except the Nintendo and WWE books, will make it into the watch. Particularly with the way it goes back and takes the nobody supporting cast and turns them into hot stuff after years of obscurity. This issue is no exception. In the course of the story, a robot with human-like thinking brain named W23 gets a maker and becomes Leisha, the hottest female bot to come off the printed page since Marvel Axe Jocasta. Aside from being the shapeliest hunk of metal in comics, it is also going to become one of the founding members of the Future Force, led by the current Rye, who's nowhere near as cool as the guy before him. In case that's not enough to whet your appetite, becoming part of the Future Force makes one of the first Valiant created superheroes, just before Rye. I don't know if it's worth much or not. I know back then they probably bumped the book up a little bit, but not a lot. And we get Pixel Wizard Hat. These are the books coming out in August they think are worth picking up. Second Life Dr. Rogers #1. Yeah. Batman 500. Okay. Plasm #1, which is Warriors of Plasm. Deathmate Epilogue. That didn't come out on time. X-Men 25. And then we got some others. Look at this. Gen X. Not Generation. Gen 13, but back when it was still called Gen X before they got sued. Daredevil Man Without Fear #1. Horus, Lord of Light #5. That's 1963. Archer and Armstrong. Bloodstrike, really? Brigade. Deathblow. Dooms 4. Wow. I forget about Dooms 4. I like this. Gen X #1. 4 teens with muscle powers find themselves hunted by a mysterious government agency. On the run, they must find out their secret past to secure their future. This month's #1. Oh, how can I say that's Hellblazer? It's Hellblazer special #1. Oh, fuck. Fucking Chromium Man, bitches, from Triumphant. I need to find my Chromium Man. Now, the top 100. Spawn #1 is Spawn 15 is #1. And then, look at your top 10. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 from Image. And then these are kind of from Image and Valiant. You got a couple from Marvel. And DC does not pop up to number 11. Let's see. Who's in the top 10? Books in the top. Who's in the top 100? Books in the top 10. Marvel's got 2 in the top 10, 14 in the top 50, 40 in the top 100. DC's got 9 in the top 50, 20 in the top 100. Image's got 6 in the top 10, 14 in the top 50, 16 in the top 100. And Valiant's got 2 top 10, 7 in the top 50, 15 in the top 100. Dark Horse got 5 in the top 50, 5 in the top 100. Malibu's got 3 in the top 100. And Continuity's got 1 in top 50 and top 100. Top 10, July 92. A year ago. Wildcats number 1. Okay. Top 10. These are, at their time, the hottest comics for this month. Batman, 497. This is the one where Bane breaks Batman's back. Shadow Man, 16. This is the first appearance of Dr. Mirage. Bloodshot, number 7. That's the first in-costume appearance of Ninjak. Bloodshot, number 6. First appearance of Ninjak. Spawn, number 2. Okay, this is basically because it's a low print run. Rise, 0. Sword of Azrael, number 1, first appearance of Azrael. Vengeance of Bane, number 1, first appearance of Bane. Amazing Spider-Man 300, first appearance of Venom. Batman 492. Cripes, another Bat book in the top 10. What's up with that? Well, it seems what's up with that is the summer of raging Batmania. The Nightfall crossover has heralded the large-scale change for one of comics' most beloved characters, and this is the book that kicked it all off. Arkham Asylum. Oh, it's the start of Nightfall. Okay. The Market Watch. Superman's for real, but it's Batman. Look at this. Marvel's got 32%. Image has 20. DC only has 16. Valiant's got a little bit over 8. Dark Horse has 2, and others have 20. Price. Marvel's got 35. Okay, I like this. Top 10 hottest artists. McFarlane, he can suck a bag of dicks. Jim Lee, yeah. Rob Liefeld, Silver Street, Quesada, Jay Lee, Bart Sears, Sam Keefe, Mark Texiera, and Neil Adams. And then the price guide. Oh, look at it. The Forgotten Heroes with Animal Man, Dolphin, and all the others. The Time guy. I can't remember his name now. Alien Legion. Alien Nation. More. I actually got that issue of Alien Legion. Oh, here we go. Marvel UK. Die Cut. Yeah, Die Cut versus G-Force. Yeah. Motormouth and Kill Power. Motormouth had really good art. Plasma. The reason why Defiant went under. Early appearance of Venom, 323. Why did I know that one for some? 323. Tom McFarlane artwork. That's why I knew. Archer and Armstrong. I've got a complete run of that. Armageddon 2001, where they revealed that Hawk from Hawk and Dove is Monarch, not Captain Atom, like everybody knew it was. Batman, the blue, the gray, and the bat. Son of the gun. Bloodfire! Yes, Bloodfire 1. Full stamp cover in Bloodfire 2. Origin of Bloodfire. If you wonder why I'm going off on Bloodfire, I don't know if they're up yet, but I've done a few issues of Bloodfire's read-alongs, and they're really fun. Mark Silverstreet's Cyberforce trade paperback, 128 pages of the 4-issue miniseries, includes the sold-out first issue. Character Biofile, special guest pinup, Strike Force preview, Mark Silverstreet scrapbook, and never-before-seen story and art. Star Wars. Daredevil, Cyberforce, Conan. Is that the one with the Conan 241? Is that the McFarlane cover? Yep. The Dark. Anybody remember The Dark? Dark Hawk. Death's Head. Deathstroke. Defenders. That's a cool cover. I don't know who did that, but that's a really cool cover. Oh, this one's getting reprinted. The Dracula, the Mike Mignola, Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula miniseries is getting reprinted sometimes. Film Force. Neat little series. It ain't amazing, but it's a neat series. Earth's mightiest anniversary continues. They're celebrating their blah, 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 blah. I don't remember how many years. 30th. G.I. Joe Special Missions. Green Hornet. Hard Case Hellblazer. Is that an Ennis issue? Yes, it is. Ennis and Steve Dillon. That might be, what is that, number 64? That's after Vertigo. That might be where Genesis first appeared, technically. Kid Eternity, good little series. Lost in Space by Innovation. The Nom. The Max. Mystery Incorporated, 1963, the best thing to come out of fucking early Image. Where's Spider-Man? I remember this, it was like 4 issues, or it might have been 3. It went through all of Spider-Man, and Spidey just disappeared. It was it was one of the first ones across the I picked up everything. Oh, bump the camera. Sandman issue 3. What was this worth back? Sandman issue 1 was $38 back then. Issue 3 was only $19. Ain't worth near that now. Be reprinted. Oh, here we go. Caught between a hard rock and a dark place. Shadow Man featuring Aerosmith. Get a grip. Sin City, early Sin City stuff. Solar, back when that shit was a fortune. Yeah, $70 for issue, blah, blah, issue 10. Vampirella. Dark Star Trek, Deep Space Nine from Malibu. At the same time, doing like Marvel had the license for the other Star Trek titles. It's kind of weird. I want to see something. That was Exo Manowar number 4. $32. I paid cover price for it back then. I've got it again. Comic Fest 93. Is this the one that they're talking about in Hero, about them going against Great Eastern? Then shows and conventions. And this was what I always hated, because I'm looking through here. Alabama would be like Huntsville and Birmingham, too far away from me. Because I grew up in Mississippi. Louisiana would be Covington, Baton Rouge, and Lafayette. A little too far away. And there's nothing from Mississippi. But, and at the time, when this was out, my parents lived in Texas. I'm looking at Texas and like Houston's got them all the time, but I'm never out there. Hard Case, live and in your face contest. Top 10 reasons Iron Man could beat the X-Men. This was an ongoing. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and end this. I'm sorry. Jim Valentino. Hope you enjoyed that. Remember to leave a comment, subscribe, all the other bullshit. Talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.